Hi, I just wanted to do a quick update on some of the stuff that we've gone over in some of my earlier videos. So this is my Maximilian sunflower. And they just kind of come up everywhere and I like them so much I just let them come. And this one is taller than me, but it's starting to send up shoots. And it's not blooming or budding yet, but as soon as it blooms, I know that that is the farewell to summer, because they're the last things in my garden. My gravel still looks pretty good. I'm getting some seeds sprouting. Can you see those? So what I'll do is I'll just take my torch and come over and quickly go over them, and that'll take care of that, and then I won't have to worry about these next spring. And my garden has done fantastic, considering I throw some cardboard down over the weeds here and there. But I'm getting tons and tons. I mean, I just harvested all these tiny tomatoes. And what I'll do with them is I'll cut them in half, salt them a little bit, and I'll put them in a food dehydrator. And I'll have either sun-dried tomatoes, bag them and put them in the freezer. Or I could dry them extra crunchy and make a tomato powder out of them that I can use for all kinds of things. And I think I'm going to do a little bit of both this year. Now, I'm very excited about these tomatoes because I've never grown these successfully before. They've just never ripened in time before the first frost. I'm getting tons. These are beefsteaks. And I'm getting tons. And it's not even the end of August yet. We're still in the third week, so I'm pretty excited about that, and I think a lot of it has to do with pruning my tomatoes. And this is interesting. I have 5 squash plants, well actually 6, yellow squash, all the same, and that one is very small, and the ones that I have staked over there, they got huge. So what I did with those was I cut all the leaves off, except for the top ones, and staked them so that they're not scrawled all over. And what happened was they just started producing like crazy because I think the bees didn't even know there were flowers in there. They were going for the more obvious flowers. And now that they're up, the flowers are very visible. And I come through and do some hand pollinating also. I have a lot of ants out here. I'm not sure why. Haven't really addressed that yet. And I have the same thing with my yellow squash, or my zucchini squash. I'll be staking those here pretty soon. I don't have any use for all these leaves, so I just lop them off. Those are my cucumbers. Remember, maybe the yeast solution did work, because I've never grown successful cucumbers out here, and my plants are looking really good. They're producing lots of buds, lots of flowers. I haven't been able to harvest anything yet, but I do have a cucumber right there. It kind of looks like a pickle right now. Hoping to be able to get some. I might have to cover them when we have a freeze or a frost. And these are my other zucchinis. You can see the leaves are still out from yesterday. And I got those climbing the stake too. And the flowers are very visible to neighboring bees, which we don't really have a lot of bees this year. And I feel like everybody's complaining that they're having to hand pollinate a lot of their stuff. And these are those yellow little, I don't remember what they were called, but they're yellow, tiny tomatoes. And they're really good. They're not as acidy as others. Kitty Cat is in here. She follows me all over the place. And I still have grasshoppers, but now I have grasshopper control. My Brussels sprouts haven't really come to a stalk yet. I've only grown them once before, and I can't remember when they start shooting up. I've been battling the worms. I come out and pick the worms off every day, and I feed them to the chickens, and they love me for it. So you can see the Brussels sprouts forming down there, but I kind of feel like they should have sprouted up by now. I did let a sunflower grow out here to kind of attract the bees, and it seems to work pretty good. And I love sunflowers anyway. They're just such a happy plant. And these are actually datura moonflowers. Um, I thought they were all gone, and a few sprouted in here, so I let them. That way I can gather the seeds and plant them next year where I want. And my current bush it was pretty productive, but I didn't get to harvest many of them. And the chickens are as happy as they can be. They are on grasshopper patrol now. They love getting out, and every time they see me, they think I've got some extra food. But they can go in and out now. Hey Hawkeye, why are you picking my toes? Yep, and there's Tweety. And there's Momo. So we have 13 hens now, I think. I still don't see any roosters. It would have been nice to have at least one rooster. We've got a little more work to do on the chicken coop, but we've expanded their yard for when I don't let them out. I only let them out into the yard when I'm here. I don't want to come home to a massacre. I've done that before and I don't like it. But in the morning, there's always a few out, so I think a couple of them are capable of flying. I just love the green in these black ones. They're just so beautiful. I'm so happy with all my different colored chickens. I really love this grass. It's not pampas grass, but it's some kind of a pampas grass. It gets nice seed heads, but it doesn't get the big, huge, fluffy ones that pampas grass gets. And then there's more of my Maximilian sunflowers that just kind of came up. And my dead apple tree, I decided I'm going to trim it up and hang stuff off of it. I didn't want to pull it out. I just feel like it needs to do something pretty. We still got a lot of work to do on the homestead, but I think we accomplished quite a bit. It's been a really hot summer, and none of us are real fans of being outside in that. So we kind of worked early in the morning and took the afternoons off. Now it's starting to cool down, so we can be out here. Today we're going to go kayaking, though. It's been a while since we've just taken a day and done something fun, so summer's almost over here in Wyoming, so that's what we're going to do today. Thanks for watching.